Hi guys, we are going to learn a little bit more about what XAMPP does and what we are doing through W3 School's coding on HTML. When we copied this code and pasted into our file system under XAMPP htdocs my first HTML as index.html, what we have done is basically created our first web page, which we could call by this URL on our browser, localhost and my first HTML. To explain a bit further, this my first HTML is the same folder name as you created under your htdocs folder. So why localhost? Because you, by switching on Apache module, have converted part of your computer as the server. Let's see what happens if you stop it. If we stop the Apache module, your computer is no longer a server. As you see, as if you would see a website which is down, which is not working, this is what happens. So let's switch it back on. So by doing this, you are just making it's like you're switching on your computer, or basically switching on your server. So let's try now. Now you see the website is back on. So that's what you do basically by switching on this Apache module. Let's add a little bit more coding into index.html and see what it does. I'm going to introduce you to another software called Notepad++. Let me tell why I prefer this over the other one. The usual Notepad would give you something like this, which is all text, but it's really hard to read if there's a lot of text going on there. So with Notepad++, you could see there's a bit of a difference between the tags and the text. And HTML is not a programming language, it's a markup language. The difference is there is no functionalities running here, it's just annotated text to differentiate the text styling from one to the other. And it's a hierarchical markup language, so you see that the HTML tag is opened here and it's closed, head is opened here and closed. Any open tag needs to have a pair of the closed tag around it. So let me see what happens if I remove this and I saved it, and let's reload and see what happens. Okay, if you see, now all of them are classified as H1, which is heading 1. So let me close it back and let me add a few more. So I'm going to make this heading 1, this heading 2, and this heading 3, and I'm going to change this to save, and let me reload. If you see the difference here, H1, H2, H3 are three different sizes of the text, and here you see the P tag, which is called paragraph, is opening a paragraph here. So that's all for today. Let me leave you with another tip. So any web page that you're interested in, you could just right click on your Chrome and see inspect, or you could also hit F12 on your keyboard in any of the Chrome pages and you would see something like this. So under elements, you could see the coding of any site. So go to any site that you prefer and just try out and see the magic for yourself, and I'll catch you on another tutorial.